In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an agamograph, which is a piece of artwork composed of two or more separate images. As the viewer passes by the piece, the image morphs from one image into the second or the third. The word agamograph is named after artist Yaakov Agam, an Israeli sculptor and experimental artist best known for his contributions to optical and kinetic art. Agam was born in 1928 and is considered to be one of the most famous kinetic artists in the world.
Our agamographs today are going to be pictures of two different emojis. To begin with, you're going to use two squares of paper that have already been marked off with 1/2-inch strips. You should have 10 of them on each side. Flip these over to the back side. This is the side we will be drawing on top of. You need to find some kind of a circle tracer and trace that circle on your square. Once your circles are traced, fill them in with the two emojis of your choice. Done drawing your emojis, use your Sharpie marker to trace all of the pencil lines that you want to keep, and then afterwards use your eraser to erase any pencil lines that you might still see. You have everything traced with Sharpie marker? Fabulous! It's time to grab your regular markers and start coloring everything in on your emoji pictures. Try to use colors that correspond with the emotions displayed, or use warm colors on one and cool colors on another. This will give you some great contrast and will help make your agamograph that much better. have both of my emojis colored, I'm going to turn them over to the back side. Here we have 10 sections. They're each 1/2 inch wide. And I need to take my scissors and very carefully cut that line so that I have one pile for one emoji and another pile for my second emoji. Once I cut my emoji into the 10 strips, I put them into a pile, one for each emoji. I organized them so that the number 10 is on top and number 1 is on the bottom. And I did the same thing for my second emoji over here. You'll notice on your big piece of paper that you have 2 of each number, starting with number 10 on the left and number 1 on the right. This will help you stay organized as you're assembling your Agamograph. Begin with your first emoji. Make sure that you have the number 10. It's going to go in the number 10 slot here. Add a little bit of glue to the back side. And then you want to stick it into that number 10 slot. The second 10 slot will be for my second emoji. So I'm going to turn it to the back, make sure that the number matches, add a little bit of glue, and glue it to the number 10 slot. And I'm going to continue in this fashion until I get to the number 1 and I'm all done, going in the pattern of first emoji, second emoji, first emoji, second emoji, continuing on. The last step to creating your Agamograph is to do an accordion fold, going back and forth on the line.